Are we packed up? Ready to go to Sissy's appointments and then go home. We're gonna go get some breakfast and check out of the hotel. So we will see y'all later.
I want to say bye. Bye. Love you.
What is that cool?
It's cold. Oh, that feels good.
Don't stick it in the middle. What's that noise? A police officer? I think it's a ambulance. Sydney, don't put your hand in the middle. Because. Are we outside?
Yeah.
I brought her outside in the family resource area just to play while we're waiting for time for Sis appointments. She's playing in the little waterfall. Okay, let's not play in the waterfall anymore. So they just have a little small garden area out here. Are you watering the plants?
Yeah, let's get more water.
No, I said no more. Here's Rosie.
Can't tell who is.
Do you want to tell them who Rosie is?
Yeah.
Who's Rosie?
Who's my animal right there?
Yep. I'll insert a picture of who Rosie is. We went to a professional baseball game, I guess, here in Ohio. We got some tickets, and so Rosie, I'll insert a picture here of Sydney and Rosie. Savannah, you want to tell the Zeeblies what we're doing?
We're doing the fair pageant.
We made it home just in time. Yep. Sydney and Cole. Uh-oh.
Oh my word.
Tell me, yes, ma'am. What did he say?
Oh, watch out. So the Zeeblies, look at her.
Contestant number 13 is Savannah Goodwin.
Woo!
Robert and Kelly Goodwin. She attends T-balls. She enjoys helping others in need, learning about God, and spending time with family. That's contestant 13, Savannah Goodwin.
Hi guys.
Hey Zeeblies. So it's been almost a week since we've been home, and I haven't really picked up the camera, and I know I had said I would update y'all on what was said while we were in the last day in Ohio. So pretty much we have to go back, do the more in-depth manometry, where she'll be in the hospital for 3 days, and then they're gonna decide. There's kind of 3 options, or I guess really 4. One option would be do nothing, which her doctor and us agree that's not gonna do much. The other option is either a cecostomy or a Malone, and we're leaning towards a Malone.
Yeah, because if you guys don't know, cecostomies leak more and are more like
More risk for infection, post-op
like
complications, things. And her doctor actually prefers the Malone.
the Malone's also smaller, so it won't stick out as much.
The other option is a nerve stimulator, which is, the only way I know how to explain it is like a pacemaker that they put into the colon, and it makes the colon contract. But from what the doctor said and kind of what I got, it seemed like if the manometer came back and the Malone wasn't going to be a good option, then we're kind of left with doing the nerve stimulator.
Yeah.
And the reason why the Malone wouldn't be an option, or the cecostomy, is if they get in there and they find there's another issue with her colon. What they have found is doctors are rushing to do these cecostomies and Malones, and then when you fill up the colon with water,
It expands.
It's stretching the colon because it can't make its way through. So he wants to make sure that's not going to happen because we don't need any more complications.
Also, when we looked at my colon in the, what is it called?
With manometry.
The manometry?
Or the motility specialist.
No. The one that...
The barium enema.
The barium enema. It looked bigger on one side, and they suspect that although there's a loop that's supposed to be there, they're expecting that there's also another loop behind it.
There's an additional loop behind it, which would be part of her redundant colon. So, and then the other option would be Botox. Now, Botox, when used a lot of times, kind of contracts the muscles and stuff, or this whatever's there. So this Botox would go in the rectum, and it actually does the opposite. It helps relax, because during Savannah's rectal manometry, they found that she was weak with pushing, but she was even weaker with squeezing. And so they think that if they can kind of relax some of the colon even more, then maybe it would help. But that was spoken about before the Malone cecostomy, and so after we talked about the Malone cecostomy, her motility doctor kind of didn't really touch base on Botox after that.
No. Also, if I do get Botox, I will be asleep, so I'm not going to be awake during it, which is a good thing, because that'd be scary.
So what we're waiting on is for the hospital to call us with her admission date. They did say that for manometry, there is about a 2 to 3 month wait. That they could pick up the phone and call us tomorrow and tell us to come tomorrow,
so it's practically a waiting game.
So we're just waiting, but it wouldn't be more than 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
And then she'll be admitted. She'll do a colonoscopy. She'll do a full colon manometry, which is where they put electrodes through the whole entire colon to make sure that there's no muscles that aren't working, to make sure there's no other deeper issue going on. And then after she has the manometry tests and stuff, if she's going to get the Malone, then they'll do the Malone then.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll possibly have to have surgery for that. But, we're okay with it. We're okay with her having the Malone. So right now what we're struggling what we're struggling with is fluid. So we're at feeding therapy. Vanna's got feeding therapy in about 20 minutes, and then we have to go home and just put her tube down because Savannah's blood pressure is dropping because she's dehydrated. So we have to get more fluids in her so she can feel better, especially since she has cheer today, and then she has a game on Saturday. So you're going to be keeping your tube in for several days. So we can get her dehydration up, because yesterday I had to take her in. Today's Thursday, so yesterday was Wednesday. I had to take her in because when she got up, her blood pressure was very low. So anyways, we're going to head in and wait for her to go to therapy. I just wanted to kind of update y'all and get this vlog out so y'all know where we are. Sorry, I know I kind of left y'all hanging, but it's just been tiring, been busy.
Yeah, it's
been
very busy.
We will talk to y'all later.